Yeah, I'll have one aphrodisiac, please. Hello, everyone. So happy to be back with you. Before we imbibe on our cosmic love potion of the week, I just want to state the obvious here. It is eclipse season, which means that when our vitality, when our lights go out, we are a little bit more susceptible to colds and flus and whatnot. So if you hear it in my voice, that's it. I feel fine. I just am incredibly congested and itchy in my face. So you'll have to excuse me that I may not sound like I normally do. With that said, we do have a cosmic love potion to partake in this week. We have a bunch of Neptune aspects all happening at once. We've got, let's see here, we've got on November 29th, we've got Mars trine Neptune, followed by Venus sextile Neptune on the 30th, and then we have Neptune stationing direct on the 1st of December. And that is going to happen at 20 degrees of Pisces in 24 minutes. So we're heading forward. Neptune is not going to return to 20 degrees of Pisces for a long, long time. Not ever again in our lifetime. So if you have planets that are at 20 degrees mutable, yeah, be happy because Neptune is moving on and moving forward. So we're going to be feeling the energy of Neptune in a big way this week. We're going to be feeling it a few days before and a few days after the station, which again is on December 1st. So what Neptune likes to do is it likes to transport us. That's really what Neptune wants to do, is it wants to lift us up, bring us up into that cloud forest, maybe alter our perspective, maybe give us some like grander spiritual worldview, or maybe it distorts our focus a little bit. Neptune energy can make us a little bit confused, but guess what? If you're confused, it's time to just trust for right now until we have that kind of clarity. We don't have Saturn clarity happening right now. That was earlier in the week with the Mercury cazimi. We had a Mercury cazimi in a sextile to Saturn that gave us some clarity. But now it's time to just kind of trust the flow. So maybe you're feeling this a little bit if you're the kind of person who gets to kind of check out a little bit more toward the holiday season. This is good introduction following if you're here in the States, you might have had like a Thanksgiving break, and then Neptune's just going to carry that vibe of feeling checked out and ready for the holidays. I know in our house we put up the tree early. We have a 1.5-year-old, so we're really into the Christmas spirit this year, which I can't say is true for me all the years in the past, but this year we're getting into it and we're playing the music because it's something that lifts our spirits. So that is what Neptune ultimately wants to do, is it wants to lift us up, even if it's pretend, even if it's make-believe, even if we can't verify that it's all real. The other thing that Neptune does is it's going to enhance our dreams. So you might find that you're sleeping much more deeply and those dreams are much more vivid. This is the time of year, the Neptune stations, where I really encourage dream work, especially if you're someone who doesn't participate in dream work year round. This is a really good time to wake up and consciously reflect on what you dreamt. Ancient civilizations had temples set up for dream work. And there was dream interpretation that was a popular diagnostic and healing tool. Dream work was a way to receive spirit visions. It was a way to go on like a spirit quest in the night. It was a way to heal what's going on in our subconscious. So I feel like dream interpretation, since it's such an ancient practice, was probably one of the earliest forms of psychoanalysis. So we might be dreaming much more deeply around the Neptune station. And hey, if you're not a dreamer, that's cool. Neptune wants you to daydream. If you're feeling like you're foggy, you're hazy, you're checked out, you just can't quite focus, you don't really know what to do, you're feeling just like more tired than usual, rest and receive, be receptive. So this aspect is really going to amplify our yin energy, where we can kind of receive the creative downloads, where we can kind of just be, where we're not so like actively doing, we just want to be, we just want to chill. And Neptune is also fantastic for connection, which brings me to this Venus sextile Neptune aspect. We're going to be working with it 3 times this season, this winter season, because Venus is going to go retrograde and is going to reconjoin with Neptune again, retrograde, and then once again direct. So we're going to be working with this aspect for a while. I really think that this is here to serve us up with some inspiration and get us thinking about stoking the fires of magic and connection in our long-term commitments and relationships. So whether that is our long-term relationships, either that's romantic or friendship, or hey, Capricorn, maybe it's a business relationship, or maybe it's something artistic, something that you really envision being in your life long term. How do we keep that fire alive? How do we keep that connection alive? So this aspect is going to help us to do that. We also have Mars in a trine with Neptune. And I think that this can be really beautiful for healing. Scorpio wants to get down deep. Scorpio wants to talk about and look at the things that are beneath the surface. And Neptune is that alleviation. I think there's something so powerful about visualization at this time to take advantage of. So again, if you're not a sleep dreamer, maybe you're a conscious dreamer, maybe creative visualization is something that we can do to bring a lot of alleviation for us somehow. So whether that's envisioning the best case scenario or envisioning a past scenario that didn't quite go as planned, visualizing how that could play out. Because if we can see it, then it can be real. That's the other component of what the ancients believed regarding the dream plane, regarding the astral plane, is that both are just as real. As like that plane is just as real as this plane. Like it's all a dream. It's all one consciousness. And so if you can see it and dream it on one plane of existence, then it can feel real to us. So that's the thing, is that the brain can't really convince us that something's real. We have to feel it right here. So that's something that Neptune can help us to do. It can also hinder us a little bit. Neptune's going to want us to escape. So this is the time where you really want to watch. So you want to watch substances, because Neptune is an intoxicant. So if substances are something that you feel like you need to be a little bit more mindful of, this is a time that you want to be a little bit more conscientious. If you're someone who is able to partake in various substances and use them as in a conscious way to elevate you or to have some sort of experience, then this might be a good time to do that. I personally, I'm not shy about sharing this. Beer brewing runs in my family, and we are a family who enjoys beer. And my husband also brews and whatnot. So I find that whenever there's a good Neptune aspect, that's the time when we have a really fun night. We're listening to music, we're drinking, we're dancing, and it's all in good spirits. It's all in good fun. I've also been one to experience Neptune in highly spiritual activating ways. So this could be really potent for your spiritual practice or any kind of connection between you and another being, or you and your art, your creative practice. So this is basically the universe saying, hey, it's eclipse season. The world is going nuts. We got this new variant coming around, and it's not fun. But it's the holidays and we have to enjoy it, because we can't live every day in fear. We can't live every day worrying. This is your little dose of anesthetic here. Get a lift, dance, have a drink, dream, and just tap into that magical essence that is always available to us, but it's especially and readily available for us now. So that was your Neptune love potion astrology shot of the day, and I hope you're feeling the love, and I hope it's juicy for you.
Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine, and for a limited time, you can also book your one-on-one mini eclipse reading, and I look forward to diving in with you.